What is up, everybody? This is Scroll, and I'm coming with you with a hopefully quick video on how to help you set up for Adidas and Yeezy Supply. For those that don't know, Yeezy Supply has changed over to use the same anti-botting software as Adidas, which is the malware. So that also changes the approach we have to take to helping increase our chances of copying. So I'm just going to be walking through how to prepare for it, and also how to increase your chances to attain multiples once you get past the queue. So it should be pretty quick and easy. So hopefully this will help you guys prepare for the day of the drop. First thing we want to do, we're going to open up a Chrome user, and I already have it defaultly set up on one of my Chrome users. So the whole point of this approach is increasing your chances to get past queue. What you're going to be experiencing is you're going to go to Yeezy Supply, and when the shoe is live and you're able to buy it, of course when you enter the shoe page you're going to have the option to select the size, add to cart, and purchase. Right. So this is basically what you're going to see after you get past queue. Before you do that, you're going to be in a waiting room. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to click on the shoe, but what's going to happen is you're going to be in a waiting room. That's going to be you're going to see a little spinning circle at the very top that tells you that you're in the waiting room. Now, in this case, you basically just have to wait, right? But what you can do is just minimize one of these windows, click on your Chrome account, and basically hit add, and just create another user, right? Just name this like 30. Click an emoji, click add, and now you have another Chrome user. So all you got to do, copy the link over to the new browser, and bam, now you have two people in the waiting room, right? And then you can save this for later. Now what this does is this increases your chances to get past this waiting room. What happens is that both Yeezy Supply and Adidas are going to randomly select people to get through this waiting room. There's no trick to it. There's nothing special. There's nothing to increase your chances at this point of getting through. It's completely random. So it's completely possible that you can have, as you can see from my screen, 20 to 30 users open at the same time that are all in the waiting room, and you can get more than one through on one IP. This is particularly really good for manual users because you are not banned on an IP basis. What you get banned on is on a cookie basis, and so when you create a new Chrome user, you basically have a new set of cookies because you are a new person, so to speak. The way you get banned using this method is instead of doing this with Chrome users, you do this and open up tabs within the same Chrome user. So if you do this and have all your 4 people in the waiting room, this gets you banned, and this bans your IP. And how you know you're going to get banned is once you get past the waiting room on one of these, it's going to give you some very long essay page that basically says that, we suspect some bot-like activity, your IP looks suspicious, blah, blah, blah. So basically, you're already out of the game. And this is going to impact all of your other Chrome users. So be sure not to do this. You only want to have one tab for each Chrome user. And again, this applies for both Yeezy Supply and Adidas. So on the same Chrome user, what you can do is you can go to adidas.com/USYeezy, right? And that's going to take you to the Yeezy page for Adidas. Now on the day of the drop, this will automatically be whatever shoe is dropping for this day, right? So this is the carbon blue. Now Adidas and Yeezy are separate sites, so you can, with the same Chrome user, go to the same Adidas site, right? So this is completely fine, right? Because this is not the same site. So you can create tabs, one for Adidas, one for Yeezy Supply, and that's completely good. Now if you do go about this route, I would probably recommend that you keep the Yeezy tab open and not the Adidas tab, because the Adidas tab, once you get through the waiting room, you're going to first of all see this. It's literally going to say you're almost there. But before you see this, you're going to actually hear a ding. So the ding is going to tell you that one of your Adidas Chrome users got through queue. So now all you have to do is just find it. But Adidas does not make a noise. It does not give you any indication. In fact, the only way for you to know that you got through is during the waiting room, you're going to see a spinning circle. But when you get passed through, you're going to see the menu on the top left. So what I like to do is I just minimize all my Chrome users to be very small until I see just a small spinning circle. And I keep my eye out for the corner. If I see menu on the top corner, that means that Chrome user is the one that got through. And then I just maximize, select the shoe size, and go about purchasing the sneaker. Right? So that's really all it takes to prepare for Yeezy Supply and Adidas. It's hopefully very simple, not too complicated. Just make your Chrome users. Now let's go to the next level above that. Once you get past Q, for either one, we can walk through each one if it makes it easier, right? But let's just do one at a time. Once you get past Adidas, you're going to see you're almost there. Before this, it'll say you are in the waiting room, but you're almost there, and the ding tells you got passed. You're going to scroll down. You're going to be able to select the size that are available. So let's say we wanted a base size, right, for whatever drop we're going to go for, 5.5, 6, 6.5. Those are the ones that 6.5. Hit add to bag. It is now in your bag, and you just check out as normal, right? Now when you check out, something to help you cop your multiples is that when you go about filling this out, the important thing to modify is your street address and your payment information. Now this is very crucial. This is how people are able to get 2, 3, 4, 10, 20 pairs from the same site, and that is from jigging your address and using virtual credit cards. You can use privacy, you can use a different provider. I personally like to use Citibank. If you have a Citi credit card, check to see if it comes with virtual cards. I have not had any issues at all with creating them and using them. Not a single cancellation, no issues. It's been flawless. Now, how to go about jigging your address. This is very straightforward. This is in our guides and in other tutorials, but I'll just cover this to have everything in one central location. One of the main ways to go about it is just adding 4 random capital letters to your street address. Say that what it is, and then your address. Now that's one. And then you go about and filling out the rest of the information. Something else you can do is use this additional info to put apartment, suite, or unix number. So if you live in a house, you can utilize this to basically have an infinite number of addresses. And what I mean by that is you're basically just gonna put any random address line 2 to make your address look different. Now in the system, in the store, it's registered as a unique address, but when it gets shipped by UPS, by FedEx, by DHL, whoever, to them, they don't see that. At the end of the day, it's going to go to the same house. It's going to go to 123 Fake Street if it's a house, right? You can put whatever you want for address line 2 or whatever letters. The delivery service is going to ship it to here. So this is how you can get multiples, because the stores only allow 1 purchase per customer. So go ahead and add any 4 random letters to your address. Add a address line 2 if you live in a house. And the third option is to actually change this last section here where it says street. So each one of these iterations that I did with street is a unique address, and they will all ship to my place, and they won't cancel for the duplication. Now, say you actually don't live in a house, but you live in an apartment. The same thing. You can still use the 4 random letters, and you can still modify the back end of your address to be whatever you want it to be. Now you just have to make sure that you avoid putting a different apartment because you live in an apartment number. Then it will go to a different place, right? So you have basically 2 methods to jig your address. People that live in a house have 3. Either way, there is at least 1 in each one that allows you to continue to make up, quote unquote, a fake address. Now the value of the virtual card is that what's been happening is that some stores will cancel your order if your shipping and billing is not the same. So I personally always play it safe and select same billing and same shipping. At the same time, this also cuts down my time in filling out this information because I don't have to input 2 different sets of info. So I save time and I don't have to worry about potential cancellations. Now when I get to my payment information, like I was speaking to, when it comes to a virtual card, you can have a different name. You can have a modified address. As long as your city, state, and zip code information is the same as your billing, it's going to get processed. So this gives you a worry-free method to have one, jigged addresses, and two, multiple payment options. So with this combination, you look like a different person every single time to these stores, right? So highly recommend you check out getting virtual credit cards if you really want to get into getting multiples. If you can't, you have to work within the realm of what you have. One last thing, maybe it can help you guys out in these Chrome users, that you can actually set up autofill for all of your Chrome users ahead of time. So here, notice that there is nothing. If I double click, there's no info here that will auto-populate for me, right? So I have to manually input everything for every Chrome user that gets by. What you can do is you can head over to the Chrome user, and you see these three options here. It says payment methods, addresses, and more. So go ahead and click either one. And then here you can just say add address. So you can just add in whatever fake shipping name you're going to do, whatever jigged address you want to put, all this information. And once you hit save on this Chrome user, you are now ready for autofill. And so you just do the same thing for all of your Chrome users, and come the day of the drop, everything's autofilled, right? So you just have to double click, it auto populates, and you're boom, 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 right? You're on your way. I hope this makes sense. It's, again, focused on helping you prepare, and once you get past Q, also helping you be efficient. So I'm pretty confident with these combinations. You guys will, one, increase your chances, and two, be aware and knowledgeable of the techniques to help you guys get there. I don't think I've missed anything. For Yeezy Supply, same process. Once you get by, you will go ahead and select the sneaker. Let me go ahead and select something in stock. Purchase. You're going to go to checkout. It'll take you to this one. And again, you fill out all this information. For Yeezy Supply, you can use catch-all emails. If you don't know what a catch-all email is, please check out our guides. We have one on how to set it up. You do want to have a different email and a different phone number for all your orders. That's the same thing with Adidas, right? So when you jig information, you don't want, the safest route is to not have any duplicate information anywhere. If anything is duplicated, that could lead to a cancellation. Does that mean that all of them get canceled? No, it does not. It means that the duplicate got canceled. Go ahead and jig and modify that is appropriate for your method, and that's about it, man. Like, go ahead and review and pay, and your order will be processed. Once you get past Q, you should not experience any other queues. It should be actually pretty quick. With these tools, with this knowledge, I think you have already taken a step forward in the right direction. So best of luck copying, and I hope to see you in success.